Welcome back. Well, the MUHC Foundation has done some amazing work this year, and I wanted to take the time to go over some of the great achievements the foundation has been able to do. Great work being done over there. The president and CEO of the MUHC Foundation joins me. Julie Quenneville is on the line. Hi, Julie.
Hi, David. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Great to have you on. Thank you for taking the time. So tell me, on your end, top fundraising stories of 2022 for the MUHC Foundation.
My favorite story of the year is definitely the MUHC's Got Talent, because it was a very risky event to launch. It was the first annual event of its kind, and it's always difficult to get an event off the ground, but it came from this idea about showcasing the incredible talents of our physicians at the MUHC. What most people don't know is outside of the hospital, many of them also have additional talents. They sing, they dance, they play different instruments, and physicians always take things to a different level, David. So when they decide to dedicate themselves to a talent, they really become extraordinary at it. So the idea of this event was to recruit 10 physicians or staff members from the hospital and have them compete in a talent show in front of a panel of celebrity judges, and that every vote would be bought. It's a donation, so $1 a vote. And in the end, we raised $677,000 for great causes. So each physician or patient representative was fundraising for their own cause, and we sold the room, and it was completely sold out. We're really, really excited about doing this again.
Wow. So this is going to be an annual event?
Absolutely. So we've already booked it for next year.
Okay.
We've booked it for November 8th next year, and we've moved to a much, much bigger venue. So we're moving from Corona Theater to the M. Telus Theater, and allow us to have 2,800 people. And now it was incredibly difficult for us to recruit the first 10 competitors, but we are already bombarded with calls from various physicians and staff who want to compete, and we had no idea that they were talented, so we're pretty excited about it.
I see here, because as you know, this is a one issue that's close to me, breast cancer. So there were some big steps taken on that side as well.
Absolutely. And we have this wonderful partner who's been with us now for 20 years, I think, called Pink in the City. And it's run by an incredible group of people. So this is a family that has come together, and it started off with the son who was fundraising and wanted to do something to give back for breast cancer. And in fact, he wasn't even touched by breast cancer. There wasn't anyone in the family that was affected, but he wanted to do something special. And 20 years later, the entire family is still involved and still fundraising. And this year, throughout the year, with multiple events, they have raised $203,000 for breast cancer and for breast cancer research, which is really exciting. And this is done through incredible hard work by this family and all of their friends.
Wow. And the broader World Cancer Day also is a big event for you.
Absolutely. World Cancer Day, I think, is a really big event for all foundations across the country. For us, we launched it. It was really the first time that we dedicated. It was an online fundraising campaign, and it was launched by one of our wonderful partners, Farron Campbell, and he wanted to do something to give back. He'd been affected by cancer as well. And on that day, he shared his story about how his family was affected, and asked the community and his friends and family to help out. And we raised more than $71,000 in just 48 hours, which is amazing. Wow. But David, I think, what is amazing about the last two stories especially is that these are just regular people who are dedicated and want to make a difference in the community, and they've mobilized. And most of them, they're not millionaires or billionaires. They are incredible community leaders who just wanted to make a difference and are, in fact, now making an immense difference.
Absolutely. And you have a holiday campaign going on right now.
We have a really great campaign going on right now for a project called the Electrophysiology Lab. This is a lab that is extremely high technology. Most people don't know what that is, but these are the electricians of the cardiovascular team. And they need a new room and new technology to be able to make all the difference. It'll be at the Glen site. And this is a $3.5 million project. And we have a small initiative right now to help us raise the balance of it, $250,000, and it's matched by a CP, which is really exciting. So dollar for dollar being matched by an important corporate partner, and it's doing incredibly well. We're about 50% ahead of where we were last year at this time in the holiday campaign. So considering that many Canadians and many Quebecers are really concerned about the potential for a recession and the difficult times, we feel really blessed that everyone is still coming together and is still supporting the hospital and supporting research.
I just have a few minutes left, Julie. Every time I speak with you, the energy level multiplies by 1,000,000. And you're always achieving, always pushing the envelope. Every weekend we get to listen also to Tara Schwartz here on CJAD 800, who tells us the great things that are going on at the MUHC and what the foundation does to support it. How do you keep that energy going? Because it never stops. It never ends. You always have, the needs are almost infinite. I mean, what drives you to keep going all the time like this?
Because at the end of the day, David, it's about the patients. And, each and every day I walk through the hospital and I meet patients, I meet their families. I get a lot of calls from Montrealers who are facing disease. And there's nothing worse than that. We're in the holiday season. There are a lot of Montrealers right now who were diagnosed with cancer or whose loved ones were diagnosed with cancer. And every day that we sit on our hands and do nothing, they are feeling lonely. And every day I come into the office, I am dedicated to helping them find a cure, dedicated to helping our researchers to get just a step closer to it. So this is where I find my energy, is that I know that the work that we do is incredibly meaningful, and that, as you said, the needs are infinite.
And have you, in terms of achievements this year, I know that we're talking about numbers and money, but have you seen the money actually achieve some results recently?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the most important things that the foundation does is to help bring top talent. So, if my mother is diagnosed with cancer and she needs surgery, I want to see the very best person.
Sure.
I don't want to see a surgeon who's done the surgery once, or we want to see the very best people. And so the foundation has really teamed up with the hospital and the Research Institute to help to bring some of that top talent. And lately, we've been able to recruit individuals and leaders that would have been out of our reach in the last few years. So I'll give you a concrete example. Dr. Patrick Lawler, who is an unbelievable cardiologist, actually from Ontario, who is going to be joining us in April next year. And with him, he will bring an enormous number of clinical trials. So what does that mean? That means that Montrealers will have access to new medications that are not even on the market yet, but that we know work incredibly well because of leaders like Dr. Lawler, who are able to come and make those accessible and help our Montrealers.
Julie, fantastic stuff. Thank you to you and your team for your amazing work, and I hope to talk to you soon to look forward to 2023.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Julie Quenneville, President and CEO of the MUHC Foundation.